And welcome to the Pain to Purpose podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Hayes. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to finally launch this. It's been a year in the making, and definitely the time is now. I've had an insane amount of guidance to start this now because of the way the world is in, the pain and suffering the world is in. And being an empath, I truly want to share my innate gift with the world and the wisdom and tools that I've learned along the way to really help me from taking my life that was in such a deep, dark place and elevating it to such a place with love and light and healing and just so much more energetically vibrational. I just feel so much more alive than I ever have. And if I could tell you where I started, which I will actually, let's dive into it. It's been a huge change and shift for me. And I feel very called to do this because the healing truly starts within us. The law of entanglement states that we all come from the same energy source. So when we are healing ourselves, we're healing our children, we're healing our parents, we're healing our friends, we're healing our spouse. Energetically, we are raising our collective vibration because we're all coming from the same source. We all have that entangled energy, and it's a true domino effect. So I feel very blessed to have received this guidance and wisdom and all these people that have come in my life. And I just really want to share them with you and share the tools and their knowledge that they helped me with to get me out of this dark place that ultimately led me to my purpose. And that's really to spread more love and light in this world and healing. And if I can do that for one person, then that's all I care about. I really want to help people. It is this drive I have inside of me. So I would absolutely love, I don't even know how it works. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to edit this out because it's so authentic. I don't know if you can comment, but if you can, or just follow me on Instagram, Ashley is 44, my angel number. Share messages with me on what you want to hear, if you feel stuck, or if I can personally help you, or if there's anything I can outsource to you or refer you to help you, even if it's just one person and it just helps your day get better. It makes such an impact on me. And I really feel blessed to be able to help if I can. So I want to kind of dive right into how I got to where I am right now. So I am a twin mom, 3-year-old twins. Crazy time for me. Crazy time. Especially being a single mom, it is just insane. So very painful moment of mine last year. My children's father, I would say, abandoned. I mean, I don't want to sugarcoat it because I tend to do that a lot. I don't want to paint people in a bad picture or, everyone is where they're at. You can't really, I don't judge anyone. We're all on our own journeys, and I've learned to forgive him, and I know everything happens for a reason. So let me tell you too, guys, if you want to just speed up that healing process, start with forgiving others that have hurt you, even if it's not about reaching out to them and getting that response that you want. You can do it with yourself. It starts with yourself. It starts with, even if you're writing it down or getting out, saying it out loud, light a candle, set the intention to forgive this person if you don't know how, because guess what? I had to do that many times. Burned letters, lit candles, went to healers. I've done it all. So it might take a few for the ones that are real deep wounds. So that's why I started this podcast, is to really give you those tools that can really help you, because I didn't know how to release that. So to go back to that, my children's father really abandoned me, and he abandoned his children. And, he had his own shame and guilt. I understand that. So it was true abandonment, just dipped out kind of thing. Hasn't talked to my kids really ever since. And this is not to tell him or paint him in a bad light. I just kind of want to tell you the reality of what could have made me in such a painful place, because I had given so much of myself, my resources, my body. I wanted to adopt children. I didn't think I could have kids. So to manifest twins, because I did manifest my twins, but I'll talk about that on a different episode. It was so painful. It was very painful because I didn't realize I had my own abandonment wound from my childhood, from relationships, but ultimately abandoning myself. And that's really where that pain came from. I was so mad at myself. So start with forgiving. If you can't find the compassion or mercy to forgive that person that hurt you or those people that have hurt you in the past, to really let that go, because I'm telling you, it will weigh you down. It will weigh you down for the rest of your life until it manifests into a disease and rob you of your entire life. Ultimately, I love winning. I love winning. I'm so competitive, but in a good way, a healthy way. It's just in my blood. It's like my family. We're all crazy competitors. If you let them get to you on that level and let them affect your life like that, they're winning. Don't give them that. Don't give them that. They are not worthy of that. Pour that back into yourself and forgive yourself. I had to forgive myself for choosing that partner. I had to forgive myself. All these things would go through my head all the time, and I was beating myself up. My story became I was such a victim. I mean, I think about the way I used to talk then, and, I had people tell me, you were so negative. I just couldn't be around you anymore. And now it's like, why are you so obsessed with me? No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, energetically, it was such a different shift. And really, that breakthrough was when I forgave myself and came to terms with what was meant for me will never pass me. And what was not meant for me was always going to go away. Did I say that right? I might reframe that. Or I might re-say that. I have a lot of editing to do. I'm the least edits. So this is going to be very authentic. And this is part of my personality. Okay. I'm very ADD. I am funny, humorous, but I am deep, baby. I am deep. So I'm like the ocean. Okay. So let's get back on track, Ashley. So really, forgiveness is the key to just starting that healing. That's the first thing you can do to really move forward. Make a list. I suggest you make a list and write down what it is that you really can't let go of, and tap into your body. Your body will tell you. Set the intention to be present in your body. Take some deep breaths, and you can really feel the energy around you if you're open to receiving it. And the more you practice that, the more it becomes more apparent. But you'll feel where a body scan would be. We do a lot of healings like that. I do a lot of healings on myself like that, doing a body scan, checking with their body. And it will actually tell you where the trauma is trapped. Granted, I am an intuitive healer, so maybe not everyone's going to be able to just do that right away, but you never know. I say try it. If not, hey, message me. I can help you out. And like I said, these people that are coming on the podcast there's a lot of healers, amazing healers that are going to be on the podcast. A lot of people that are successful that will help you reframe your story and help with those limiting beliefs, because everything starts with the way that we talk to ourselves. It's something we have to become so much more aware of, because awareness is the key to self-growth. We have to take that time to reflect, to look at the lessons and what God is trying to teach us in that moment. And when we are really open and we have the intention to heal, and you ask God to teach you what was the lesson in that, help me get through that, He'll show you through people, through experiences, through situations that will show you what you are seeking. Because everyone is truly a mirror of each other. We just reflect ourselves back to each other. When someone gets triggered by something you say, typically that part that is triggering them inside of you is what they don't like about themselves. So when we can kind of tap into that awareness and look at it in that perspective, a much bigger perspective, and more in an expansive state, then we can really start to see the lessons, and it becomes so much more clear and really helps us move through our healing a lot quicker and a lot deeper. And self-love was ultimately my lesson with this. It really had to be retested, even though that self-love that I started giving to myself, that I had never given to myself before, that I had always given to other people. In fact, just pouring it into other people and just nothing into myself. It completely changed who I am at a vibrational level, how I live my life every day, how people treat me. When I started really doing that work and choosing myself is really what ultimately led me to this deeper healing and this higher elevation of my awakening. So my intention for this podcast is truly to help people heal from the inside out, to help them become a better version of themselves mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, so that we can really change the world and the state that it's in. Because on a collective level, we have to raise our vibration. The world has so much darkness and negativity right now in it, with the war and all the hatred and so much separation. And it's crazy to think that we all came from the same source of energy. And no matter what you believe in, if you believe in God or not, or you believe in the Big Bang Theory, it all goes back to a spark of energy was created. And I don't even know if I have that right. The Big Bang Theory, is that right? I'm not sure. I'm sorry if that's wrong. But hey, you can fact check me. I'm going to tell you I'm not sure, but you know what I'm talking about. We all came from the same source of energy, and it's called the law of entanglement. So when I heal or I raise my vibration, ultimately the people that are in my life or that I'm associated with, or that energetically I may not even talk to, but they're in my energy field, maybe because we're thinking about each other or whatever it may be, it will really help. The law of entanglement is so important to understand because we really do impact each other. So as we heal, the others around us heal, and we raise our vibration on an energetic level collectively. So it's such a huge impact. And I truly believe that my mission in this world is to spread more love and light in this world and help people believe that there can be healing. There can be another way. You can get through these dark, painful struggles that we all go through that are keeping us down and limited and depressed and giving us anxiety, stress, all these things that are blocking us from becoming a happier, healthier, and more healed version of ourselves. So that is the biggest reason why I started this podcast, is to share the tools, the people, and the knowledge that really helped get me out of my darkest place that I was in and lead me to my purpose ultimately. And my mission truly is to help spread more love and light in this world and really truly help heal people. I'm a natural born light worker, so this is just a calling that has always been inside of me, really. And now is the time. The time is now. We have to raise our vibration on a collective level with the war and everything's energy. So what we're seeing outside of us and what's happening with the world is really a reflection of what's going on internally with us collectively. And I know that sounds super deep, but it's just how energy works, because we're all entangled with the law of entanglement. We all came from the same energy source, so we're all energetically connected. As I heal, my children heal. It heals my parents. It's just a domino effect. I would like to go on this journey together of healing and elevate together.